There are only 39 of them still living. They are the last remaining Senegalese sharpshooters.
My name is Diamoumar.
My name is Moj Gogi.
My name is Yoro Jiao.
I was born in 1933 in Keur-Marie, Senegal.
I was born in 1928 in Dagana near Saint-Louis in Senegal.
I joined the army on the 6th of March, 1953. I was in the 1st Senegalese Sharpshooters Regiment. I didn't sign up. At the time, as we were a French colony, all young, able-bodied people aged 19 or 20 were drafted directly.
I am a chief's son. My father fought in the Great War. His brother fought in the Second World War. My older brother fought in France's war in Indochina. I said to myself, I too will fight with France.
I was already 18, 20 in 1948. I had to join the army like my cousins had.
Once drafted into the sharpshooters battalion, they were sent to Indochina and then to Algeria.
I was appointed a cannon soldier for the 105 HM2 gun. From -5 to 65 degrees, pivoting 400 to the left and 400 to the right. I aimed well.
I had specialized in surgery. I was told that I would not be in a hospital, but in the middle of the action, in the fighting itself. I won my first war medal by bringing back wounded soldiers under enemy fire to safety. They were soldiers waiting to be picked up. I was lucky, so lucky. I was never hurt. Not one drop of my blood spilled to the ground.
We stayed there until 1955, and then we were repatriated. The Algerian War had already been declared, so the aim was to go to Algeria.
I was among the first to go to Algeria.
They said Algeria was about maintaining order, but it was war. It was war because there were so many deaths there.
Once France's colonies gained independence, the sharpshooters were asked to choose their nationality.
France told us to opt for French nationality if that's what we wanted. And for those who wanted to go back, well, then they could. In my case, my father was old and had no one to look after him. I had served in the French army for 10 years, so I said, I will go back.
Senegal gained independence in 1960. They said, yes, your country's independent, but you won't leave. I said, I have to go into the Senegalese army because I am needed as an instructor. So I raised my hand.
But once retired, they were forgotten. They did not get a pension.
When I asked why, they told me, you are not French. If you were French, you would get it at the usual rate. Oh, I said, I see.
That gave them the right to the minimum pension, but to get it, they had to stay 6 months a year in France.
Imagine, at my age, I only get the old age allowance, like my comrades do. But to get it, I have to stay in France. You're only paid it when you're in France. You have an old age pension when you're in France and lose it when you go to Senegal.
There have been tributes to their sacrifice in France, but now, nearing the end of their lives, they only want one thing.
We want reparations. We want to go home.
To be with our children, our womenfolk.
But keeping the minimum old age benefits that I have.
France should really realize that we fought all wars on their side. They must help us, because we fought all of those wars with them.
I'll never know how to thank you for what you have done and the courage you had.
Now, after years of administrative hurdles, the French government has granted their request. The men can return to their country while keeping their pension.